What's going on, everyone? Today, welcome to a brand new TreeFall Studios live stream. Let me go ahead and check everything here. All right, so I got it shared out everywhere we need to share it. Looks like the stream is rolling in. Okay, cool. Alrighty, welcome to a brand new live stream, guys. Hope everyone is doing well today. I am just so tired, but that's all right. We're gonna have a great stream. I just got done at the gym just a little bit ago and worked out a little harder than I figured I was going to. And now we're gonna stream for an hour and 40 minutes on the dot. We started exactly at 3, and that's about how long we can go today. We're going to get a ton of awesome new things done in the game, and I'm going to show you guys where we left off yesterday and how I fixed our crazy code problems. And then we're going to start modeling some new things to change up the game for Maze. And I was just going through my folders here. I was trying to find something. I think it's in the old Blender. So it's going to take me just a second, and then we're going to try to open up the modeling engine as well. All right, guys, welcome into the stream. Welcome. Looking forward to hanging out and doing some live development today with you guys. Let me open up Blender. I've got a couple versions of Blender here. Let me open this one up. This one's not loading for some reason. We don't want this to crash our computer, so we're just going to close this out. We're going to open everything up in the new version. And I'm going to see if I can get this imported. Yeah, the new version opens up just fine. And let's just see if I can double click this and see what I see. Sorry guys, you can't see this yet. I'm just trying to make sure. Nice. Oh wow, Blender actually knows how to open it up in the right version now. Didn't used to do that. This is kind of cool. I'll show you guys this. This is not what we're going to be working on, but this is pretty sweet. Let's hide this Blender. Got way too many versions of the programs here. But this was an unused asset for Maze Pedestal of Trials. This was supposed to be the secret coin, which was it was going to be like a hidden coin in every single level. And it was basically going to be like one of them that you would find. And kind of like if you guys have ever played Ape Escape on the PlayStation 1, there was these Spectre coins hidden throughout the levels. And for the most part, there was like one in some of the levels, but then some of the levels had like 3 or 4 or whatever. But they were just like hidden coins, and that you could just find them outside of your regular collectibles. And that's what this was going to be. And I just opened it up to see if this was the actual new coin that we were using in the game, and it's not. This was never used. And it's just a T right here for TreeFall Studios. That's what this was for. So we can just get rid of that. We're not going to need that. Yeah, let's go back here. And let me go over here and hide this for a sec. Yeah, I'm trying to find the original coin model that we have for the game. I don't think that it's actually... I don't think that there's a blend file in this folder. I need to go back to the original Maze, because the Maze PS4 remaster is when we first redid the model, I think. And I think I'm just going to copy and paste from there and import it into the new Blender, basically. And that way we have a basis of a model that we can start from and go ahead and change from there. So I have something called coin blend, and then coin 00, then coin 01. Oh man, I made a bunch of different versions of the coins. Let's just copy them all, because I don't remember which is which. And let's put this in our new folder. Give me a second here. Go to models. We're going to drop these in the blend files. And let's open it up with the new Blender. Because if I open it with the... of course it doesn't tell you. It just says Blender and Blender. I know you guys can't see this, but if you look and you click on coin right here, and then you say open with, it says Blender and Blender. One of these is the new version that it wasn't originally created in, and one of them is the older version. So that's kind of annoying. let's just open them up and see what we've got. Welcome to the stream, PLP. Your boo did scare me. Oh, okay, so this is not the coin that was used. Let's see, where are we at? That's also not the coin that was used. So coin 01 is the one that got used in the game. This is the one with the cutout. So what we're going to do is we're going to name this, like, we're going to delete these because we don't even want to start on these. And we're going to rename this to Coin Rising. And then we're going to open it up, open with new Blender, and see if that gets us. All right, that's the old Blender. So let's switch here. Let's go open with. Did we click the first one or second one? Did we click this? Okay, so it's the first one. Of course, forget that. Oh my gosh. The first one. Neither one works. Is this Blender? Which Blender is this? Is this where's the about? File. Is it here? Okay, this is 3. Yeah. Okay, this is the newest one. Yeah, so all right, we got it in the new version. That's good. We can close this version here, and then this one is fine. We can close our Blender files, and then we can leave that up. PLP says, bro, we ready for Barbie tomorrow? No, actually, I'm not. I'm not going to see that movie. I've been seeing so many movies recently. It's uncharacteristic of me. We don't really go out to the movies. I know everyone is talking about the Barbieheimer. You know, there's like the 2 main movies that everyone says that they're going to go double feature and see. But I'm not going to go to the movies tomorrow. Instead, I'm going to play Pikmin instead. It's crazy because it's like, okay, so there's 2 major movies coming out. There's Pikmin coming out. And on the same day, Nintendo was like, oh yeah, here's some Xenoblade amiibos. They're dropping the random Pyra and Mithra amiibos, which I'm not buying those, but those are coming out the same day as Pikmin. That makes like 0 sense to me. I'm like, why wouldn't you have like a Pikmin amiibo come out or something? It's a little weird. Let's go over to our Now we got some weird. This can't be the correct thing. All right. Let's just save it and let's close it. And let's go to Blender here. Let's open up our new Blender and then let's see if we can like go navigate to that, open, and then go open Coin Rising. Whoa. Let's open up a new one. Something's going on here. All right, so if you can see, we got Blender 3.3.2, and when you open it up, you have layout, modeling, sculpting, all these pre-built things. However, when we open up this file, it has a bunch of strange ones. I'm assuming these were like, let's delete this, delete this. Ah. Oh my gosh. How do we close this? This one? This should be... Let's go to modeling. Let's just stay in this view instead of messing with that up. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, so what we're going to do is... This is too wild. Okay, guys, this is so inefficient. All right, we're going to be seeing some cleanup in real time. Also, guys, let me know if the audio and everything sounds good. PLP, you can let me know if everything sounds good. It should be set the way it was yesterday. But this coin has so many faces and stuff that it literally does not need. I had this, this is how it would have been in the game, because it would have been like this. This is what I was experimenting with, making it a little bit rounder. We probably will use it now, but we still don't even need this middle face. We can delete some of those and clean that up. But yeah, we'll grab this in just a sec. We'll delete this, and then we'll pull up Unity. PLP says sounding good. So yesterday, guys, we'll go ahead and do this first, and then we'll start modeling our coin, because we're going to go through some different iterations. So as far as yesterday's work went, this morning I placed a few more grass clumps around, and we started filling out the level a little bit more. Ooh, it's taken a second. It looks like it was about to break there. But we got into the play window, and then we started doing some coding challenges, guys. And boy, were we having some trouble. And it turned out I got it the way I wanted it, so I don't have to have our our objects, our in spot object and our start spawning object, they are part of the prefab. I figured out how to do it locally, and you can see. So what we've got here is we've got these like this is our launch pad, and the size is scaled down as it goes up, and as it reaches a certain position, basically it warps back to the beginning and changes size and warps back to the original size. And we built a little bit of a like a little flame particle effect that's flies up in the middle. That kind of gives you guys a visual indication of what's going to happen when you jump on the jump pad. So then you launch up and you fly like crazy. Welcome to the stream, Space My Name. Welcome, welcome. And then you can see the regular stuff here. Let's see if I can get in down below. Yeah, saved myself. So yeah, so this is what it looks like for now. This is going to be the working prefab. Probably will get a little bit touched up before the end. Maybe change up post-processing a little bit so it glows a little bit more. Maybe change the colors. I tried rotating the actual pieces, but they didn't look good, like shrinking and rotating up. It looked a little weird. So I kind of like the volcano, like it goes up like this type of thing. Thomas says, looks good. I think it's simple enough for now to be basically what we need, and it's enough to indicate the player with the volcano triangle shape that it's going this way. The beams are moving up, and the particle system is shooting up, so it's going to let the player know once I touch this, something is going to happen with me going vertical, and you should be surprised and shocked when you go launching through the sky. And welcome to the stream, Thomas. Appreciate you being here. And as far as code goes, guys, this was so easy. We're going to clean this up and delete all this. We didn't even need any of that. So we just did it the way Thomas suggested yesterday. We just added position instead. But in order to get this to work, where we can leave everything in a single prefab like this, we needed to switch some of these up so that they're local positions. So we're changing local position and local scale. Then I just added another if check here because I noticed, actually don't even have to do this. I could just say if game is paused or just check the time scale. It doesn't matter. Either one, it's about the same efficient wise. So this code would still run if the game was paused because it wasn't actually running through time.delta time. So when you pause the game, it wouldn't freeze and you would see that the beams were flying up. So we just added this little check here. So this lets us freeze our little launch pad when we are pausing the game. And so yeah, it's only like 6 or 7 lines of code. It works out pretty good. This doesn't actually, this is just the code for, you know, getting these to animate. Basically, the actual jump controller code and stuff is built into the player controller. So, you know, that's all separate. But it works out, and even though we had a bunch of crazy code glitches yesterday, if you didn't catch yesterday's stream, you can watch as these just fly away and leave every single time we tried something new. But it works now, so that's pretty good. Just wanted to catch you guys up on it and let you know where we stopped, basically. And then from now, we're going to start building some stuff to go in this maze for today. Thomas says, I can't stay for a long time today. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Love it, dude. You are the best. AZ Miss says, rather than doing that, check about multiplying time by delta time and increasing the speed. Check what multiplying by time by delta time and increasing the speed. Honestly, I don't know which is more efficient. Honestly, either one could work just fine. Instead, I mean, I guess I could just do it, you know, do that, but this works for now. I mean, it's pretty simple. All this is that's what we were doing originally. We were moving a speed here, and we were moving through positions, and we were timesing it by delta time. But that didn't work. We could do it another way and still do delta time, but that one didn't work because what I wanted to do is the game object. Basically, I wanted it to be a singular object, and for some reason, no matter what we were trying to do, we could not get it to loop through the local positions correctly. Even when I tried to do local position here, and have using the move towards and multiplying by the speed, for some reason it would either shoot off down to the world position, or it would go off into, it was off by just a tad, like it wasn't choosing the right position. I even tried, I went through a bunch of different trial and errors basically to get this to work last night. And I even tried doing it a different way where, instead of finding these local positions, we would go and we would get the transform component of the parent object, and then we would add 2 on the Y and then create that as a world position. It still did not work. It was still not exactly where I wanted to go. So this ends up doing the effect just right, and it can be all launched up in a single prefab just like this, saved and just dragged and dropped. And it's not too heavy on the code. It'll be fine. So, and for now, we might change it up a little bit in the future, but for now that looks all right. But either way, AZ Mist, welcome to the stream. Glad to see you here today. And like I was mentioning, what we're gonna do is we are gonna be making a new coin because we're changing up all the models here. So you can see that this coin is stylized. It was it doesn't have just a regular square cutout. It was kind of, I oddly shaped it on purpose, so it will kind of look like an ancient coin type of thing. And we're going to be changing it up a little bit for this game. We're going to be doing a new coin model. But to save time, we're going to be using our old one. And I was just editing this just a second ago. We can pretty much get rid of this here. This doesn't even need to be here. Dissolve that. Save a bunch of polygons there. But this little bit of roundedness does look pretty cool. This, though, could we get rid of this? Maybe. I don't know. Actually, we might not be able to start from here. We might have to refill this in and then start from scratch, because this is actually deleted a bit. And, it's kind of got weird faces and stuff. I was thinking, like, okay, let's go like wireframe and let's look at this, and then let's see. This is actually kind of complicated shape. So basically what I would have done, I think to model this originally, I basically had a square and then used the Boolean modifier to cut it out. And then what I did was delete all the faces, the miscellaneous faces that it created. Whoa. And then did a little inset and then extruded out to make these little pieces. So I was thinking for the coin for this game that we would have more of a triangle shape, something like this. Let's look at it here. But also still have it like non-uniform and such, just so we could have a new style, and one that goes and fits in a little bit with a rising upward theme. Let's go ahead. We don't want this to be just even. We want it to be a little stylized. We don't need you. We just need these guys. Is that too skinny? Do we need to make the top? Do we need to make the triangle bigger? I don't know. Let's take this back in a little bit. And then let's go here. Let's go back here. I'm thinking it honestly needs to go like a little bit bigger. And then like these guys go a little bit bigger. As far as they can, basically. Now let's change it up a little bit more, guys. Let's go and let's shrink it just a tad up here, because I do want it to look more triangle. But when I was looking at it earlier, it didn't look like there was a big enough cutout. So What we could do to fix that, let's go back again. Let's hold those. Let's do these. Let's try to get, this is gonna be hard. It's real close. Let's just grab these. Let's go back here. More centered, but still we want it off a little bit for that stylized look. A little bit too high, a little bit like that. There we go. We might test this out in the game. I honestly think that the unwrap, even though we slid and moved this all around, the way we're using this metal material, it should probably just be fine. So we can just try it in a second. All right. Let's do this. Let's export it. Let's grab our FBX here. And let's call it Coin Rising. That's good. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to bring it in here. We're going to go Models, FBX, and we're going to go to Coin Rising. All right, let's get rid of these objects, these check marks. We don't need those. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need this. Don't need that. Don't need that. Now, let's go here. Let's duplicate our coin. And let's go here. Guys, look at this. You're going to love this. All right, this is hilarious. Maximize so you guys can see. Look at our little bitty coin, dude. As I just replaced it, it just, this is the size that it scales at. Yeah. Should we keep it? You guys vote in the chat. Keep the mini coin, yes or no? I think so. It will be more than just a game about finding your way throughout the maze. You are going to have to work hard to find the coins because there's so little. That would be a very, very hard kid. Yeah, maybe we'll. That's how we'll find the secret one. It'll be this small, but you'll be able to hear it with a little bit of a sound, and that'll be the deal. So scale factor is 0.5 here. We did not convert the units. So let's see if we do this here, and we don't convert blender units. Yep, there we go. That's the same scale. We'll drop it down to 0.5. That's good. Now, for some reason, it looks like a play button here where the rotating, we have a... This shouldn't be the right axis, so let's rotate. We got to go 90 on the Z. All right, let's take a look at that and see how that look. Mini coin has my vote, says Space by Name. He's voting for the mini coin. I think that we should use it too. Oh, guys, this is also funny. You can see all the coins out here. Those are the coins and the grass and stuff from the position from the old game, from the original maze. So, yeah, let's do this. Like my parkour skills. And here we go. I knew we were going to have a problem, although I do love it that way. Interesting. We don't have the same thing, so I might need to redo the texture map, but everything is metaled in, looks pretty good. Yeah. So this needs to be... Whoa, don't need the coin pickup. The level rotate. Oh, sweet. I already have that here. Don't need these coin unlock trophy scripts any longer. This is, I don't even know why they were on this level, to be honest. This wasn't the tutorial level. So this should be rotate right. And that should get it. Yeah, for this game, I did have, I don't remember what we were looking at where I wrote, oh, the pitter pot back in the day. Yeah, I didn't have checkboxes, so we could, every rotate was a different direction. There we go. Okay, guys, let's look at it. Does this get your vote? I actually think it looks pretty good. It looks different enough. We got a new shape, so we got a new coin for the new game. We also have more curvature around the top part of the coin. I don't know if I like the flat shading though, around the edges. It does make lighting gleam off of it just a little bit better. But I want to say we're going to probably change it. Let's change it. Let's go back here and let's do uh where did that go? Yeah. We might need to look at the UV unwrap real quick. Where's the UV editing? Is this not unwrapped at all? Is that the problem? Okay, hold on. Let's undo that. Why? This one is so weird because it's all. Look how this looks. Okay, let's go back to the modeling window. Let's actually delete this. Let's delete this one. Let's delete all of these because these are from like they're like trying to build from basically an old Blender version. And let's go to UV editing, new. There we go. Now, did this change? Did I drag these all around? Let's see, guys. This is probably fine. Let's just go ahead and export him again. Let's go FBX. We're going to just rewrite it. Let's save that. Let's hide this. Let's go and delete this guy. Let's pull him back. Bring in the coin rising again. Do 0.5. Turn off all of these again. Let's medium it up. No rig. No animation. No materials. Oof. I don't know if I like this either. We probably have to change the unwrap. This is looking like a little wonky here. Thomas says, wow, hearing you say unwrapped just unlocked a memory for me of that old TV show on the Food Network. I have not seen that actually. But that's great. I'm glad that I'm unlocking some old memories there. Let's jump back down here, guys, and let's see what this looks like. It looks very weird. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I don't know if that's the unwrap itself, because I feel like the edge split on there should smooth it up enough to where we should have like metal. It should look like this one. So let's go to figure out. Let's put our coin texture in here. Let's see what we're using, because this can be reused. This is, yeah, I got some metallic. No, that's, yeah, ignore all that. That's, is this a model separate? No, it's not. Ignore this, ignore that. Coin texture. Here we go. This is what we need to unwrap to coin texture 01. That's in our assets folder. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go here and we're going to open. And then we're going to go here. I'm going to move this over just a little bit because who knows if some PlayStation assets will be found. Let's go to our folder, our assets folder, our textures. We're going to go down to coin 01, coin texture 01. Is that what it was called? Yeah, I was literally using this one. This is the original. This is crazy. This shows you how long I've been using this. This is the original coin texture I drew for like Maze on Wii U. This was supposed to be like a factory symbol, and this is like an X marks the spot, like a weird symbol, and then this is the edge of the coin. Don't ask me why. We're basically, this is a small image. We're basically just reusing the colors, so we've kept the coins the same, every year. So we're gonna go ahead and re-unwrap all this so it actually fits correct. Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing. Um, I just placed it. This stuff needs to be a little bit bigger. So like, this one right here, this guy, it needs to be like this. Yeah. And PLP blows a kiss. And Thomas says, you should try setting the particle system to world space to see if it looks better, not rotating with the coin. Oh, yeah. You talk about the little, what do you call it? The money signs that fly out of the coins. Yeah, they turn around and rotate with the coin and fly all around. That's how they've been for all the games. We can change it just so you guys can see what it looks like. But I actually think it looks fine the way it is. We can go, let's go ahead and go to our shading. We have that. Let's see, guys. So we can look at the material here. Let's go back to modeling. Just so we can make sure it looks right. Let's create a new material. Is that already just assigned, I guess? Looks good. And then we'll go back to UV editing, shading. We're going to go to texture and image texture. This in here. We're going to open up our coin texture 01. Yep, that's good. And we'll go back to our UV editing. We'll change this over to render mode so we can see. Yeah, so that will give us the lines around the edges. And then what we want to do is, like, what I would do is I would take like this here. Yeah, that's what this was about. I would put these like in the dark circles just so it was like a different color. Because this is all basically being handled in Unity. And this is just like a metallic material, basically. And then same thing for all of this. Yeah, these are all in there pretty good. That looks pretty good. Now, I don't know if we're still going to have that same weirdness. Maybe, because maybe the model is just not clean enough. In which case, we'll just delete the extra edges. Let's delete this. Let's put it back. Coin rising. Man, dude. It's 3:30 Eastern time. It's not time for dinner, and I just got the craziest hunger pain. Okay, so this does have to do with the model. I'm not sure how we're gonna fix it. Let's get rid of all this. Get rid of all this. Yeah, because it is looking a bit strange. Looking a bit strange, guys. Let's go over here. Should probably move my our player start, but it doesn't take long to jump here. You can see it still looks like strange around the lighting edges. The inside of the coin looks good. It's dark, reflective. Now the inside looks fine. Like those are all unwrapped fine. Looks pretty good. But we got some weird lighting around the grooves of the coin. Doesn't look the smoothest. So not sure if we're going to go back. See this? I don't understand how it actually is. I wonder if that vertice itself, the one that we deleted, I wonder if that like had any weird effect. Because like it was strange. It's like this one here gave it the smoothness it needed to have. Let's just put it back. Not that I really want it there, but just to see if that was part of the problem. Also, I wanted to shout you guys out. Yesterday's stream was pretty poppin' and definitely very helpful. It got a little better, but not really. It still looks like kind of like not the best here. It's like a little too metallic for some reason. It's like warping. It looks like it's kind of messed up for some reason. Take a look at that in the game real fast. Let's jump down here. Yeah, not a fan. I like the triangle design. Still like the metal texture, but for some reason, the curvature does not look good. Let's do another option. Let's be the last thing. What we'll do is let's get rid of this. And then I don't know if we can actually even do this. No. Can we do it one at a time? I don't know how we can get it to match flat. Oh no! What the heck? Well, how did that even happen? Oh, that's why. That actually looked kind of cool though. Let's scale it down, get it close. What do you think of the wheel looking coin, guys? That could be interesting. All right, now let's go ahead and dissolve it again. Dissolve it again. Now it's just completely flat. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at this. We can always go and put those styles back. You guys, this would be crazy. You know, we've been talking a lot about Super Mario Odyssey on here. Super Mario Odyssey's coins are completely flat. They're just this is one of the reasons why the game runs so good on Switch. Switch is very underpowered to what people really realize. And Nintendo has so many tricks up their sleeves to trick you. The coin has no 3D piece like this, and it has no 3D edges at all. It's just completely flat, and they trick you, making it look like they have 3D designs just using normal information. So each one has a different normal map and makes them look like they're 3D, but they're not actually 3D. They're flat. Um, Thomas says Switch is basically a smartphone. At this point, it's like probably weaker than most smartphones, to be honest. Maybe. Okay. We got a little bit of a smooth one. Although, you know, when you really look at it, this just shows you how great Nintendo developers are because they get some really high quality looking games and large scale games on their platform, even though they don't have that much power. So, shows you how important it really is to be efficient. Look at that! I actually kind of love it. Um, I actually like the way that the smoothness looks on this one because it kind of like gives you a coin shimmer as it rotates around. And I think I'm gonna leave it. I was gonna say we have an unwrap issue, um, where why wouldn't that coin? Do these have missing? Good lord, we don't need this on any of those. Let's go to prefabs folder, the coin. It's just hanging out there doing nothing. Let's clean that up. Let's get off the torch. Let's see. Um, AZ Miss says, "Oh, that looks cool." Yeah, I think that this is looking a little bit better. Let's go take a look at it again now that I cleaned up some of that. This just shows you some of the Unity quirks, guys. There are things that can hang out if you're not careful and that you don't really need, and it will cause overhead. Yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. It's got a little bit of a shimmer. It looks like a very solid coin. Has a different design than the previous game. We're going to get rid of those little lines too. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I was gonna say this. Let's delete this coin right here. I was about to say, like, I was trying to figure out how my script was written, but it's actually numbered. The way it checks the coins is like it checks the environment for coins, not which coin you got. So yeah, there has to be only 10 coins in a level. So this should just replace it instantly. Now we just got to replace the model on our 3D UI, and then we're golden. And then what we can do is, shoot. I didn't mean to do that. Double clicked on the play. And then what we can do here is go back to our prefab. And we can open up our coin. What we can do is we can go here and we can lock this coin here. We can go here, coin rising. We're switching out the cylinders so they switch. And then what do we have to do? Give it a 90 on the Z. And then down here in this code, we needed to say rotate right instead of rotate up. So that should honestly, and then we can unlock this. Let's exit our prefab editor mode. And then I want to say coin one. Okay, yeah, let's take our player and let's go to player start. And let's go ahead and copy this. This is why we made this the other day, debugging trick. Let's go ahead and paste the position. What did that do? Nothing? We're on our player. I forget. I copied it, of course. I didn't paste it. Oh, silly me. Position, go to our player, then we go over here, we go to paste, then position. So now we're back to the beginning, exactly how we were supposed to be. And so this way we can take a look. All right. Still got to keep pausing and unpausing to get rid of the cursor because it's just because of the Unity editor. Oh, for some reason this didn't save the prefab right. I might have done the wrong one. It's going the wrong way. But then it goes there. Oh, look at that. It replaced them up top, but also incorrect. So that one looks good. And I think there was like one more we had placed. We gotta go in here and fix this. Let's go to all the coins and see. It's because the position changes. So if we go to our prefabs folder, guys, we go to our coin and we drag it out. Let's see. It does go the right way. Let's go to game and let's go play focused. Let's just make sure here that it rotates the right way. It does. So these will be fine. So what we need to do is just delete all these coins. Let's go ahead and delete all the old coins. Because I don't feel like, well, I guess I can just go here and just do this by hand. And then this would have, yeah, this should automatically do that. Dude, do all the coins on this level have this script? They do. Get rid of all of those. And let's make sure they all have the correct rotate values. Looks good. And then let's make sure they all have the correct value is 0, 90, 90. So we'll just go in here and just go 0, 90, 90. Yeah. Yep. Now that the 3D UI stuff, though, All these coins should be 90. Let's get rid of the gizmos. How do you get rid of the reflection probes? What the heck? Still see it? That's odd. Oh my god. Can I not go into this and... Alright. So that should fix that. So now, guys, if we jump into the level, this is probably going to work out. Unless we don't really want that. Let's go back to our game, play maximized here. And we'll see. All right, so do we have a new functioning coin system? Yes or no? Looks like our new coins have the triangles. They have smooth edges around, so it's kind of like a weird metal thing. And when you grab them, of course not. Of course, it flips the wrong way there. This needs to go here, here, here. Coin rotate. They have the incorrect. Let's go to level rotate. Let's go to 150, and then let's go to rotate right. Hide this, just to check it. Save that prefab. Let's double check this, guys, see if we're gonna make this work. Run, run, run. Look at our cool grass up there. And boom. I actually kind of like that. The coin rotate, the level rotate script is actually timed by delta time. The other one is not, so it spins a lot faster, but the speed actually needs to be, in this prefab, we need to go like double speed. Let's do like 500. Let's get rid of this so we can save us a little bit of time there. Pop it out, save that, Control S, hit play. Also, thanks for joining into the stream, guys. Could see a lot of people tuning in and hanging out for this game development session. I'm glad you guys are here. Thankful for you to be here hanging out. That's exactly about the right speed, and it warps around just a couple times and then disappears. So you grab another coin, it comes down and goes whoom, 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 then flies up. Yeah, I'll probably keep that, to be honest. That probably won't get changed, but every other little detail, we're going to be editing and changing it so this game is different than the previous game. This morning I mentioned, like I said, I started putting grass here. I'm not going to do it on all the angles because some of them are just like too steep, but this one, it looks all right. And I put some here. Like this one's really steep, so it doesn't really fit good. And I put some there and there. And then I started putting some grass around this little part. And then we got to do grass on the rest of these little sides all the way up to the top. So yeah, you can run around here and keep going up. All right, so the coin looks pretty good. I think that that's a good stopping point for the coin, at least. We need to, let's get rid of all of these. Let's just go ahead and kill them. Foliage 06. Let's save like one. Because I don't think that I want to reuse it in this game. I want to make all new models, but I want to just go see what it looks like if we just set one of these grass pieces in the corner. Like over here. In the previous maze game, I would do something like this. Let's go to vertex here. And then I would go and like duplicate and like, you know, I hand place like everything, you know, like to get it, I would move it, turn these, then like go over here and then like shrink it just a little bit so that this one was different, and then come in and make sure that the vertices were actually in the ground correctly. And I did that for like thousands of flowers in the regular levels and maze pedestal trials. So also, if you guys are watching this and you haven't played the original two games, go ahead and do some marketing here. The original two games, Maze and Maze Pedestal of Trials, are featured in the Sony Summer Sale. And you can get them for ultra cheap, and you can play them yourself. There's actually a game-breaking bug in the Maze on PS4 One of the levels has a saving glitch and you get stuck in it. Um, so I still need to fix that and haven't done it. The European version is not messed up. The Steam version is not messed up, and the Wii U version isn't. But like one of the final levels, so like it's like the final level, it's kind of like messed up in the bonus world. Only one person has ever noticed it. Most people, because the game, you can beat the game without having to play all the levels, and it's a pretty long game if you played every single level. So only like one person let us know and complained. But the versions have changed so much, it's very hard to go back and fix it. I have to like upgrade the game like a ton, so I hadn't taken the time to do that. But yeah, this looks pretty good. Yeah, so those grass blades honestly look pretty good. Might reuse them in this, and maybe I'll change their green hue just a tad. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I was thinking that that's probably the best one because they're just like, random grass clumps, and they look pretty good. And they can also be deleted basically using occlusion culling, so we can probably keep those in there. A lot of these, like if we go back here, we can start cleaning up these um the some of our prefabs. Like we're not going to use this one again. This flower is kind of ugly. We can just delete it. We need to go to our models folder. We can start cleaning some of this out. Like we're not going to reuse this foliage. I already deleted this. Get rid of that. Yeah, I don't need that. Well, maybe I will. Yo, Mechgan, welcome to the stream. Most people bought it for the trophy hunting. Yeah, there's a lot of trophy hunters that bought the game. They don't complain because they don't have to play all the levels. That's for sure. This mushroom looks pretty ugly. Delete. Although the first maze, and this is like one of the things I got to say about the first maze game, I really like it. There's a lot of good ideas in the game, and it's pretty long, and that's why it costs $10. It's a really, really long game. Right now, I mean, it's on sale. You can get it for a lot less. I don't know what it is. It's probably 75% off, so it's probably like 250. It's probably, if you haven't played it before and you don't use any kind of guide, it might take you 3 to 5 hours maybe to find your way through all the levels, something like that. There's a lot of them, and I think the game overall, it's I want to do like Maze 2 when we finally do the numbered Maze 2. It's going to be like as big as the first game is basically, but it's a little long, I would say, for most people. Like most people are looking for, unless they really, really want to play, mazes, they're looking for a shorter experience. A lot of people are really, they're coming around. Like when we first started doing game development, everyone was wanting, indie games to be longer, and they were mad at you for making short games, basically. And then nowadays, everyone makes games that are so big and so long, and everyone is so busy. Everyone is kind of asking for shorter games and shorter games experiences, and people really appreciate them being shorter. That's why I think Maze Pedestal of Trials is the perfect length. There's like 11 mazes in there, and the 1 to 2 hour game completions. I think that like those bite-sized chunks, that's kind of what we're aiming for. That's what this game will be like. It'll probably take an hour to 2 hours to complete it. I think that coin looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty good over here, and I think that it all fits in aesthetically with those little plants and stuff. So that's a keeper. Probably won't reuse this little mushroom. I used him a ton in the old one. Probably don't need these little flowers. These were flowers from Pitterpot, actually. I think that's what we were using them in the Pitterpot level. Could probably delete that. This plant I kind of like, but I'm probably gonna just get rid of it. Bamboo. Will the bamboo return in this game? Probably not. Will it? Let's get rid of all the Pitterpot plants. This was a Pitterpot plant, so we won't do a bonus level there. Don't need the Pitterpot pots, although, just tossing them out and about look good. Maybe we'll do like Would be kind of cool if we did like actual pitter pot like type. Like we fill this up with dirt here and then like put the flowers in it basically. Oof. Something like this here. Do we have a dirt texture? Dirt. We do. And then do we have snow piles in here? Snow pile. All right, this shows you where we could reuse a lot of things. Let's go to our dirt. Let's put dirt on here. Let's shrink up our snow pile. About like that. It would be more. It'd be more efficient to go ahead and make something new, which will probably make a little plain. But this is actually kind of cool since it is 3D. It's kind of wasting faces, but that way the dirt kind of has some shape to it. Yeah, something like that. And let's scale it just a little bit more. Make sure it's not sticking out. You know, this gives it a little bit of shape. And then we can go back here to our prefabs folder. And did I already get rid of? Like the sunflower, basically, for instance. This has way too many polygons. Yeah, that actually looks awesome. We're gonna make new flowers though, so that's a that's a way to reuse some of our models here. Mekan says, which is super useful for us, especially me who can barely make 1 hour long games. Well, it's crazy because people don't really think about it in terms of development time. It might take months and months for you to develop a game that literally can be beaten in an hour. And when you're trying to do full-time income, like around, we're full-time game developers, you got to get projects out and about. So, yeah, this is awesome here. I kind of love this. This little combo of the little pots, and we put some 3D dirt in it. And then we could just save that as a prefab, drag it out. And then what we could do is just change out the models in the top so that there's different flowers in there. This flower, this was back in the day when I was like really bad at modeling, and I was pretty happy with how I got it. And I hand drew the texture, obviously, but it's like a little odd proportions. Like the center is a little too big, the leaves aren't big enough, stuff like that. And it's got like about 1,000 polygons. It doesn't really have that many, but it's like it's probably like at least 100 or 150, something like stupidly crazy for something so little. And I mean, the games run okay on PlayStation and stuff, and those are part of the occlusion culling. But either way, it doesn't matter. Like, that does not mean to be everything we do now is like super efficient. Like, we could probably make like a 20 faced object with like a couple of planes that we could draw a cool flower on, and the stem only be like 4 sides, like a square. You can't even really tell. Maybe we'll add a fifth side to the square so it's like a little bit closer to a cylinder, and then like do like 2 parts. This was like straight up just unbelievable. It's like you click on it and then you're like, oh my gosh, that's probably like 16 faces around that's split into 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's just unbelievable. We're not going to be reusing those. But I kind of like our little dirt pot. That's kind of cool. It's a little too reflective though. Let's go here. Let's just change this material. Let's cut the smoothness down to like 0.25. Let's drop them. Let's get the normal map a little bumpier. Yeah. A little bit too much. Yeah. That looks better. Why? Okay, the dirt's good. Let's go back to our models here. Stepping stone. The stepping stone would have fit pretty good. Where's the original snow pile? Yeah, we don't need these. Hopefully that's not the one that we're using. The no names. Oh, great. Now it looks terrible in here. We probably won't reuse it. We definitely don't need any of the old levels. These are the levels from the original game. Go ahead and delete those. Save us some space. Delete that one. We're not going to need any of the pitter pot stuff. And then for the stepping stone, let's go to materials and go to none. Get rid of that pink. Let's get rid of those animators on that. That's not the one we had. There's a snow pile. Tidal maze. We're going to make a new one of those. Let's delete this. And then we could reuse the door. So I'm just going to do that so it doesn't blow my eyes out, the water. Yeah. All right, we're cleaning up a little bit. We cleaned up pretty good in here. Not that many models in this part of the game. You know, these are the unorganized one. This is the stuff. Basically, my workflow, and I don't know if you guys are, you know, working on your own games, but like I have all these organized folders of where everything needs to go for the final build. But when I'm testing out objects, I don't want to lose them in like the models folder and then like have a bunch of iterations that aren't actually used in the game. So what I do is I'll just import them here, and then I'll keep making a bunch of iterations, have them like a bunch of them in a row. Like you can see, we got grass blades 1, 2, 3. These are all my different versions of the grass that I was drawing before I decided that I like the clumps, this clump the best. And yeah, then when I finally decide that it's going in the game, then we drag the keeper into the correct folder, whether it's textures, models, scripts, or whatever, and then we go through and delete everything else. So this will all be cleaned up in the end. There's a couple things hanging out here that were never moved over, but yeah, like this material is good, so it can go into the materials folder. We're gonna keep this for now, textures. So yeah, stuff like that. That's just a little tip that's how I do things. It's pretty helpful. So sped up over the years. Got our organization so much better over the years than it used to be. So thanks for tuning into the stream, guys. I can see lots of people jumping in. It's a little bit after 4, a couple minutes after 4 now. I am starving, ready for dinner. That's for sure. Okay. All right, so that looks good. We should probably go and model something new now. That would be going in this pot. Maybe some new grass. Let's go back to these models real quick. And let's see what we got. We're not going to keep these checkerboards anymore. See what we have that we're going to keep, and then we'll see what we still need. That rock is pretty ugly. Let's get rid of that. I do like this stuff. Let's go floor spikes. Yeah, we'll probably delete that. Get rid of the bamboo for this. Probably that was already used twice. We'll do all new stuff for this game. Mushroom. Should the mushroom stay? Yay or nay? Snow pile. Which snow pile did we use? It doesn't matter. We can get rid of those. Make this a little bit more efficient. Let's go here. Let's get rid of these rigs. Let's get rid of the animation. All right. Looks pretty good. Now here's our little butterfly. These guys were awesome. I'll just put him right here, and then let's see if that works. I can show you guys what they looked like in the original game. We should put our character controller back up to the second floor so we don't have to keep running past this over and over. Save us 30 seconds running around the corner. The butterfly does not work. I must have deleted the I did something to where the animator is missing. Where is his script? Let's hide our grass blade so we can see a little bit better. Our butterfly is here. Huh. Did I just drag the butterfly out, or did I drag out the prefab? No, I just dragged out the... That's why. I was gonna say, I didn't think these butterflies should not work anymore. Although, did I delete it already? Oh, it's here. I was gonna say. Put the butterflies here so you guys can look at it. And let's take our character controller. Let's move him back up in the sky so it's just faster. Just move him like straight here. Yeah, this will be fine. RG Gamer 123, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in. He says, "Hi, I see a pot. Maybe you can place a Pitter Pot Easter egg." Yeah, this pot is actually from Pitter Pot, so basically is an Easter egg. And there's our little butterflies. They flap around so slowly, and then I have some code on them to where we can change how, like, what their little flight path is, their circular flight path, and basically how fast they go. And they're basically just a couple of just dots on there. There's no, it's the shadow looks really good when you can see the wings kind of floating around. It looks like a butterfly. But as far as cartoon butterflies go, and you want a bunch of them kind of like simple out in the background, I think that those look pretty good. We're going to be making some more bugs and features and things like that, but we can't make them too detailed. Like, we're not going to be making them like crazy detailed, because then you're running a bunch of animators in the background. You're running a bunch of moving bones and a lot of polygons moving around just to have, you know, a little bit of a little touch here or there. So yeah, I think we might, I'm probably going to do new butterflies and just start over instead for this game instead of reusing it. But I might continue to keep the butterflies. I was thinking of doing caterpillars for this game. So yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. Let's go ahead and do, we got our prefabs. Where's our crystals? I think the crystal, maybe we'll make a new one. Maybe they're not even a prefab here. Maybe I was just using the models themselves. Yeah, let's make some new crystals. Let's model that together, guys. That'd be fun. Yeah. Let's just save this before we keep going. Let's close our code here so we're not running too much in the background. Let's save and close our coin so we don't got that bothering us either. And then we're going to open up the Blender. And let's make a brand new set of crystals. This is one of my favorite art pieces, like the polygonal crystals in the original maze, because these are used for lighting. So let's like look up some reference images of crystals and see what we see. Oh yeah. So this right here, this this kind of design is like, you know, basically what the crystals in the game are like, but this makes me want to go purple. We went blue because that's like a very standard color, and you know, something like this. So let's make something like a little bit like this, like a little bit more, the shape's like a little different. Like originally it was like boom, 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 but this is a little bit more squared. Let's not start with a square. Let's start with our cylinder. Let's go here and let's change up our settings. Let's go to like a 6-sided. think it's the same size. 7. Let's do an odd number. Sounds like it's a little weird. And then let's go here. And we're gonna go and just start editing here. We're gonna pull this around ever so slightly. Let me look at my crystal image again. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it looks pretty bad. Let's put it back here and let's look again. So I'm still looking at this. I was like going just go straight up, but then we kind of like have a triangle at the top type of deal. We can't just scale in. We could do one like these. This is basically the exact same design that we already have though. It's like a, I mean, kind of starts small, it gets bigger, then like shrinks up. Then we have maybe something like this, a collection of them to where they're kind of, let's go with this design. Yeah, I think that that is probably where we should go. But what we want to do is we got to change up the top part. Duplicate this. And we're going to have like some crystal family here. These are all going to be a little bit different. But I think it's actually a little bit too big there. Let's do like this one. And let's go here, 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 and here. We're just gonna not like that. I wonder if we should be connecting all of these. That way we can actually... Is there a better option outside triangulate? Triangulate faces. Tries to quads. Are these all quads? These look like triangles to me. It doesn't really look that good. I don't think the odd number is going to do us that well either. Now if I knew where that smooth button was, the mesh... Is it clean up? No, it's not. Hmm. Yeah, that all looks pretty bad. Let's just leave it the way it is for now. I don't know if I'm going to even keep these, to be honest. We might just go ahead and use our old crystal style and make a new one. Looks kind of bad. Let's go with a more rounded one this time. Let me look at my images. It's like a chunkier one. Here's like a taller, skinnier one. Let's move these together. Shrink them up at the same time. Shrink this here. You know, this is like the little base crystal parts. All right. Let's call this crystals. Let's start with this little weird guy. Let's go over here and go to export. Let's go FBX. Call crystals rising 01. Selected objects only. Save. Import the asset. Crystals rising 01. None of this. None of that. None of this. Let's go to our materials. I am going to make a purple here. So let's go to crystal. I'll show this in Explorer. I'm going to go right here. I'm going to duplicate this, guys. let's go to HDR. Let's go purple. There we go. Oof. A little too bright, guys. Let's put this down. Do we want to go that strong? A bit deeper on the purple. There we go. I'll need to bake the light map just now while we're live on the stream, but isn't it over here somewhere? Did I lose where I put it? There we go. Okay, so not too bad. When it's got a little bit of a glow to it. When we bake the lighting, we'll have some purple over these walls. We got it transparent so you can kind of see through the crystal there. And, you know, it looks okay. Not totally sold if I like that one. Let's look at our other designs and see if they look good. So we have some welcome MJ to the stream. It says it looks good. Let's go over here by this one and the light over here, and let's drop our old ones so we can see what we used to have in the game. Models, Crystal 00. This is going to be reused, obviously, but we want to build some new ones so we can really just change up the scene a bunch. Shrink, shrink. You know, so we got him here. This is just a standard crystal. Stick him in the grass a little bit. You'll make these grass blues. And then, you know, for Maze Pedestal Trials, we actually made this crystals red. This is a new one where the pivot is not right, but ignore that. This guy, put him in here. And then we go to our materials, crystal red. Orange crystal, boom, boom, boom. These guys were orange to light up the tomb. See, we get some orange light going on. So those are our old ones. These are actually, for some reason, this is not see-through. Also, we do, for this one, I did a little bit of unwrap work. We have a line coming down here. You can see where it's a tad lighter on the edges for this crystal. And the edges are a little bit lit up. So we'll probably do that with the purple too. I don't think that's even like that for the blue. For here though, where is our blue crystal? Yeah, this is not, there's no fade there. So I wonder if it looks better with the fade or looks worse without the fade. Transparent. You can, maybe transparent will be our rendering mode because you can see, if you look, you can barely see through the crystal. I think that's a little bit better, but you can see through it. So it has that translucent crystal property. So for this one, we'll do the same thing. Go over here to transparent. So it brightens it up a little bit. Should make it a little bit better on the walls. All right, let's go over here to our stacks. This, I don't think this looks so good. Let's make this right here, these like little towers. Because these guys, let's go ahead and export these. I'm gonna call this Crystal Rising 02. Selected objects only. Save that. Go here, Crystallizing O2. Doom, 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 doom. 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 Boom. Clicking so fast and furious. We don't need any of this stuff. And then let's go over here and let's drop these guys here. Whoa! We're converting those units. There we go. And we're going to take these scale down to like 0.5. Maybe even less. And let's go to our crystals. Let's go purple on them. Yep, it's in the ground. All right, let's go take a look at all this, guys, and let's just see what we see and see how we feel. Let's pause on pause, get rid of our cursor. Let's jump down here. See where we are. So here's like the normal crystal. Grab that. Still looks pretty good. Nice and simple shapes. Our little pot with our, domed 3D dirt. It's looking pretty good. Here's the new crystal from the Maze Pedestal Trials. I still like the edges on this one. Probably will reuse that. Looks pretty good. All right, here is the new one here with the odd dome top shape. Looks pretty good. Looks okay, I guess. And then here's a new one. This is going to be this is a little too bright on the eyes, but I kind of like the 3. So they kind of remind me of salt and pepper shakers. So you can kind of like jump on them and, maybe abuse a wall and jump over a wall or something like that. And they kind of fill up a good section. Purple's a little too bright, I think. See if we can, how dark of a purple can we go? But still bring the intensity up some. It's like kind of, I don't know what you guys think, but it just kind of hurts my eyes. I don't think it's really the best crystal color. I mean, that'll blind you. That's for sure. Let's experiment with some of the other colors. The blue is too bright there, but blue just looks better in general, I think. That's why we used it for the longest time. Should we go pinkish? How does that look, guys? Is that blinding like the sun? Blinding like the sun. Let's go. Yeah, we're going to leave it at the purple for now. Still looks a little rough. Mecan, welcome back. He says, still alive? Wow, hi. Yeah, we usually do 3 to 5. Now we're trying out the earlier cutoff. It's 4:30. I got to cut off pretty soon. 4:40 is the maximum that I can go for today. These crystal iterations here, not looking the best. Probably just going to trash those. We'll start over tomorrow. Or I'll make something better tonight. I'll probably do, place a couple out and do some baked lighting tests so we can see what it's going to look like so you guys can see. Let's go ahead and do some more cleanup here. This, there's no way we're reusing this texture at all. And let's go back to that checker box. Arrow has already been deleted. Let's delete that. Balloon, don't need that. Delete that. I don't think I'll reuse that. That's already been deleted to get rid of that. A's Pedestal of Trials logo. Don't need that because this is not that game anymore. Yeah, kind of just deleting some things, cleaning up so we can have a little bit better of an inventory of what we know we're going to use and what all is new. All this stuff is new. So, yeah, I think it looks it's getting there. I'm just going to leave these in here for now until we get new ones. Don't think I'll go mechanical, and if I do mechanical, I think we'll do all new ones. I don't even know what this was for. It's literally a square. Let's get rid of that. Oh, I don't need that level. Probably won't reuse those keys. We'll probably make new keys. So, might reuse the platforms. Yeah, it's looking a little clean. Coin texture. Let's make sure this coin texture here is the coin texture from that. And if I go here, delete that, no problems here. The bonus maze, we're not going to reuse that one. We'll make it all new. Nice and clean. There we go. Hadn't deleted these yet, guys, because I'm not sure if I'll use those grass blades on another plane or something like that. So let's take, let's go to our player here. Let's take this player start. Copy position. I don't think we need these anymore. Clean that out. Let's go to our player. Let's go here, paste position. All right, let's just do a quick run through the level, guys, and see what we got from today. Let's go ahead and pause, unpause. All right, so it's getting there. It's getting a little bit better. You can see we got the grass. You know, the last couple days been putting the grass on the edges. Now we got this new coin working. That looks pretty decent. The elevator code's not broken. The new coins in the UI have been fixed. We did that on the stream today. Just gonna grab this coin. That looks pretty good. Go around a couple different ways here. So yeah, these crystals, probably not going to keep them unless we shrink them all the way down and they're like really tiny. I think they don't look that good, that big. This guy, vote yes or no if you think we should keep that. MJ said it looks good, although, you know, I don't know. That one, I don't know if I like that crystal too much. Still like the old ones. Vote on which one's your favorite, the original, the new one, or the new ones. Either one of those. I might keep the pots and stuff and do dirt and then do different flowers in all of them because that's not that many faces and stuff, so that looks pretty good. Yep, and then got some grass up here. Tonight I'm gonna go and start filling in all of these sides of the maze over here with the grass. So tomorrow when we go to fill out the rest of the foliage and little things like that, there'll be grass on all these edges. It's gonna be some busy work that I'll take care of tonight. Probably do some, you know, item placement, drop some crystals out here for all this stuff. Probably lay out the coins where they should actually go, you know, all this, get a little bit more going on. There's a lot to it. After you do the actual modeling and you do the level design for the level, then we do the texturing. The texturing takes me forever to get all of these bricks lined up. You can see all the bricks are perfect on every single wall, even all the way with the ramps going up. So yeah, it looks pretty good. And then you can see you can go around here, the last thing. MJ says yellow one is looking good from all of them. So yeah, the newest one from the last game is his vote. And then you can see we talked about this in the beginning of the stream. If you guys weren't here, we finished this code up from yesterday. This is our super launch pad. It just goes up We got the animation working how we wanted, all coded, and there is a particle system that launches up forward. And when you jump in it, you hit the super jump, it blurs you, and you go landing up on this. And you can bounce on it as many times as you want. So it's pretty awesome. So as far as that goes, that's a little bit of a design. We're starting to fill out the level today, guys. Pretty good work on stream. When you look at the maze, when we zoom out here, I'll zoom in for you guys. Let me go ahead and actually, let's take the fog off so you guys can see. Environment, fog. Let's maximize this. Yeah, the level is pretty massive. This is level 1. Very cool design. This is one of my favorite new level designs. Hope you guys, you've seen me run through it a bunch, so it probably seems boring. Or, you know, when you play it yourself, you might not have to think too hard to find your way out of this maze. But the rest of the designs in the game, guys, are going to be pretty awesome. So I hope you're looking forward to it. We're going to decorate this a little bit more. Tomorrow's stream, though, I got to think, you know, tomorrow. It's Friday. I might take a little bit of the time off. I'm very excited about Pikmin. Let me know in the comments if anyone is planning on picking up Pikmin 4 tomorrow. Might play some of that on our daily live stream. Might just do a regular work stream like normal, and then later in the evening do a just hangout chill stream, or I might do just the chill stream, hang out and play during the normal hours. Just depends. We'll see. I'll let you guys know in the morning when we put up our YouTube thumbnail live. You guys, if you haven't noticed, every morning or evening we will put on the channel that we'll go ahead and set up the stream for you guys so you can like click on notify me and know when we go live. That brings me back to the point, if you are not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to this channel, because then you should get a little, if you turn on the notifications, you should get a little warning within 30 minutes of when we're supposed to go live, and it'll let you know, oh, the stream is coming up. So if you are new to this channel and you haven't seen TreeFall Studios before, we are an indie game development company. On this channel, I do game development content like the tutorials, I do tips and advice, all sorts of videos aimed at helping people who have never been in game development before and have zero experience get started in game development. And then also we do live streams like this where we're working on the games, showing you guys progress on the games in real time. And then we do devlogs on a weekly, bi-weekly type of thing when we're working on new games to show, you know, I'll do like a shortened video to where I show all the changes over the course of a week or 2 weeks, something like that. And then there's trailers for our games on there so you can keep up with and get more information on our games. So if any of that is interesting to you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Just a couple of days ago, we broke 1,400 subscribers. So we now are on the road to 1,500. That is a pretty big milestone, I feel like. It just feels like if we can hit that milestone, that's just like, we're on the growth train at that point. So we're gonna be doing a bunch of stuff. Once we get close to our 1,500, we're gonna be doing giveaways. You'll be able to choose eShop or PlayStation gift cards. Once we hit 1,500, we're gonna do giveaways on a live stream live for you guys. We're gonna do more game giveaways and all that kind of stuff. We'll do a celebration live stream, all of that. This has really been helping grow the channel. People have been randomly popping in and finding our live stream, subscribing to the channel, and hanging out with us for updates. So if you want to join our community, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you want to hang out with us after YouTube is done and shut down, you can find the links below to our Discord, and that will get you guys tuned in to the TreeFall tribe. You can join the community. You can ask me questions about game development, and we can talk all about TreeFall Studios indie games in there. So if you're not part of the Discord, you can jump on in and do that. You can follow us on Twitter as well. We do all of our official updates on Twitter. That's where we're most active, and we are tagged at TreeFall Games as our username, so you can follow us there. Let's see. It's not running across the bottom now. But we do have a Patreon page if you want to support the channel even more so than just watching the videos. You can go step the extra mile and help us with our funding. We have small tiers for $1, $3, and $5, and they get you shout outs in YouTube videos. Your name's displayed in the videos on YouTube, our live streams, displayed in the credits of our games, as well as behind the scenes posts, looks, and sometimes demos you guys can play before anybody else. So if that sounds interesting, you can check out the links below for our Patreon page. And I got to give a personal shout out, with that being said, to Carmen Red, Overhyped Gamer, Sharkamido, and PLP. Thank you guys for what you do for TreeFall Studios on patreon.com. We could not do what we do without you guys. You guys rule. So check out the Patreon page if you're interested. There are also a bunch of other ways you can support us down below, down in the links. You can check out our games. We have links to our Steam page, and you can play all of our games on Steam there, pick up some of those, and a ton of our PlayStation links are listed down below as well, so you guys can pick up our games on PlayStation. We got more news on platforms. We're going to be doing some ports pretty soon, and we'll be definitely updating you guys on the channel who've been following along where we're going to be going. We've been mentioning it on some of these live streams, so we got some new news coming there soon. I think this game, it's coming along a little slowly, but some of the level designs are coming along, and the game is going to be pretty awesome. And all we got to do is just finish it up and just polish this game. So Maze is looking really awesome. So the rest of this week, so if we're going to do dev tomorrow, and then next week we're probably going to be doing Maze on the live streams, and then after that we're going to be getting right back into Pitter Pot. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. These live streams are really blowing up. A lot of people are watching them after they go after they're published and they're no longer live. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for everybody who's watching now and hanging out with us in real time. And thanks for everybody who tunes in after the fact, who are catching up on these episodes. Be sure to hit that like button so they keep getting shared out. We are on the road to YouTube partnership. We hit our highest watch time cumulative amount this year just this morning. So it's really helping. So we're going to keep it going. And, you know, as long as you guys are being entertained and having fun, we're just going to keep it going. Also, you can see over here, this is our most recent game, Tilting Tiles Micro Challenge. I'm just mentioning it real quick, even though it's running there on the ad, because we are featured in Sony's summer sale. So if you haven't played any of our TreeFall Studios games, and I mentioned they're all down below, a few of them are on sale for the summer sale. The Maze series, Maze 1 and 2, Pitter Pot's on sale. I want to say Night Detective is on sale, I believe, and Tilting Tiles Micro Challenge and the full Tilt bundle. So you can get, I think that's all. Yeah, you can get all of the Tilting Tiles games on sale right now, basically, if you buy the bundle. So yeah, it's real cheap right now, and you can support PlayStation and support us as well by picking up some of those games. And if you do end up picking any of them up, please let me know in the comments, or send us a tweet, or drop a comment in Discord and let us know what you guys think of the games. Always love hearing your feedback, what you loved, what you hated. If you hate the whole thing, just tell me, and sorry, the game's already out. Can't do much about it. But I hope you enjoy some of the games, some of the puzzle games we got going on the store. Let me grab a couple of comments here before we finish up the video. PLP says, you know, we hype for any new TreeFall release. I'm getting it tomorrow, but I'm not excited per se. I'm just with you right there. I'm feeling the same. I want to pick it up and play it, but I'm afraid that I'm not like, I don't think it's going to be, I think it's going to be my least favorite Pikmin game, but I still want to play it just to see, because I could be wrong when it's all said and done. So I am going to play it tomorrow. Orpheus Creative Co. says, this is great. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, thank you for joining into the stream. I'm glad you're here. And welcome to the TreeFall tribe. Welcome to the TreeFall community. We got all sorts of game development updates here for, you might be, it looks like your YouTube name, you probably are another game developer. So this is a great place for game developers to hang out and learn more about game development. So thanks for joining into the stream. Totally glad you're here. But all right, guys, I got to call it for today. I got to get running. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you guys tomorrow in a brand new live stream. See you guys later.